Last video I had talked about GitHub Copilot Labs and why it's a great plugin to have in your Visual Studio Code. In this video, I want to show you 3 great features of Copilot Labs that you can use on a day-to-day basis to make your life easier and more productive. Let's start with the first one. In order to show you the features, I have some instructions here already written using which I want to generate functions using GitHub Copilot. The instruction is straightforward. I want to create a function which gets data from a public API and then process the data by iterating through each element and adding a key value pair. So I think Copilot will automatically generate all the code for me, like you can see, right? So it has done that. Great. I didn't have to write anything. Now say I want to add error handling to this piece of code. What I can do is in your Copilot Labs, click on brushes and go to custom. In custom, write add error handling, and you can pretty much give it any instruction you want. Like if you want to add logging or something, you can tell that. And like you see here, it has added try catch block and added a console log. You can obviously improve this, but this is how it can be used. The second great feature I want to show you is, for example, let me select this piece of code and let's say I want to break it into smaller pieces of code. So I can use the chunk option. It basically breaks the code into smaller chunks. Let's try this out. Like you can see, it has broken the code. Now obviously it may like spit out some unnecessary code. It can happen. So since it didn't know that this method existed, it created a new method. Let me get rid of it and let's do another example. So let me select all of this code and then say chunk. Now it has the context that okay, get data already exists, so I don't need to generate it. So it has generated a main method which does what? It first gets the data using get data and then this. So like you can see, this is also a great feature to have, the chunk feature. The other feature I want to show you is, say you want to debug this piece of code. You want to, for example, add loggers. So you can just click on debug and let's see what comes up. So like you can see, it has added console logs at different places so that you can easily debug your code when you are running something. Now I am showing you a very simple piece of code, but there are high chances that you may be encountering very complex piece of code, and then these features are great. Like you can break a function into multiple functions or smaller codes which are easier to test. You can also add logging, you can also add error handling, right, and whatnot. So guys, give it a shot, and I think this is going to help you a lot. Thanks.